Welcome to the computer station. Stop all the downloading. There we go. TCB. Taking care of business. Like the Bachman-Turner overdrive. A reference that even my friends probably won't get. I'm just gonna go ahead and disturb a bunch of people. As you can hear, they're fighting amongst each other. So hopefully when I eventually get to them in person, there will be less of them to get to. Of course, the downside is they all manage to find their way towards you and injure you, so it's a mixed bag, to say the least. But one of the reasons why I always return to Doom and Chex Quest and basically all of these games is just because the gameplay is so timelessly fun. Even though the graphics are, by today's standards, very outdated, it's a nice style, and they still all fit in that style. So it's not like it's polygon graphics that get old or something like that. It's lower poly than what you're used to. Like, since it's sprite-based, it can just be kind of explained away as a style, and so it's still perfectly serviceable. And I can get out there somehow if I avoid getting shot in the face. And a quick save here just in case things go terribly bad. Hasn't been a lot of health around, I've noticed. The other nice thing about these levels is you can go back and pick up all the stuff that you didn't need to pick up earlier. All the health pickups and stuff like that. Here we go. Like I said before, there's still enemies, there's still things to do. Better be something good in here. Nope, just the ability to leave. At least they give you that. One thing that isn't present in these actual official levels are game-breaking traps that trap you in the middle of nowhere. You'll never get stuck at the bottom of a pit without any way to get out, which is really nice. There's always a way to recover. You may be in a pit with damaging lava or something that'll force you to act really quickly, but there's nothing that forces you to reload the game or somehow try to kill yourself or something like that. The same is not true of community-made levels. Some of which that were included in the final Doom and the master levels of Doom 2 have annoying things like that, but usually they're pretty good about quality control. Now, if you're downloading random ones off the internet, you're not going to be so lucky. Now, Final Doom was actually just designed by a team called TNT, the New Technology. And then two of those people designed the Plutonia experiment. So some of the community people were mad that they were selling out by letting their levels get sold. But hey, more cool levels. Now the end is actually all the way over there. It's actually a really cool level design. You can see that you have to fight your way all the way to the end. Community levels, though, are one of the reasons why this game has lasted so long, I think. Because you can still go ahead and make a level and post it on a website that people want to check out. Maybe not as often as, 1998, but hey, the community still does exist. There we go. Once again, if there are enemies, there's still stuff to do. Speaking of people designing levels after 1990, whatever, George Romero himself actually designed alternate versions of E1M4 and E1M8 in 2016, actually, because he hadn't done it in a while and he was getting back into level design for a game that he was just getting started working on. I think we had a Kickstarter or something like that. So he went ahead and made a couple just to kind of flex his muscles and just to kind of flex in general. And the reason why he chose those two were those are the only two in episode 1 that he didn't make himself. So he kind of wanted to complete it so there was an official John Romero, episode 1. I keep saying George Romero, who is the director of Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, and that whole series. Vaguely similar in theme, so I always tend to use the wrong name. So it's John Romero. John Romero is the Doom level designer, and George Romero is the director. Just to make that perfectly clear. How do I get over there? I think I know the answer. The answer is behind me. Hey, check it out. A lot of cool, clever little stuff like that. They really make you think, which is what I like about it. There we go. Now, where on earth was that place that needed the red door? Or the red key? That is the tricky thing about these really expansive levels. Is it can get a little hard to lose your way. Or a little hard to find your way, rather. The blue key is over there, so I need to somehow get over there. It looks like it's over here. So let's see. Yes, that's a red key door. Excellent. Turns out I do know what I'm doing. And then I just need to find that blue key door. Take all these guys out, steal their shotguns. Take all these guys out. Steal their shotguns. In some respects, the very first level is a little bit easier because you can pick up a shotgun almost immediately. Now, in terms of hanging on to weapons, in the first Doom, which is the one I'm playing right now, you hang on to your weapons throughout the episode, and each episode you start fresh with just the pistol. And anytime you die, online or something like that, you start again with just the pistol. And no backpack or anything else, so that means you can't hold as much ammo, you don't have all your guns, that sort of thing. That's a lot of people. Use up the 85 rockets I have laying around. And that looks like, that's right, the outdoors. There should be some way of getting outside. I'm not sure if I remember it though. That seems to be it. I am invisible now. Not that it really matters, because most of those people are dead. And all that ended up doing was damaging me. But I found a new secret. Yay. If you notice some of these shadows, it doesn't make sense the direction all these shadows are going, but it looks cool, so whatever. There we go. In Doom 2 and some of the other ones that are longer expanses of levels, if you don't die, you don't ever lose your guns.